Senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge is in Washington with more. Catherine, it's great to see you. So let's for our viewers who are sort of like not following this very closely, explain what the judge's responsibilities are and what is this timeline for the special master?
Well, good morning, Vlad and Anne-Marie. This judge, Raymond Dearie, is a seasoned jurist. He has experience with counterintelligence, very fluid with highly classified information. So it's not surprising that he was an acceptable choice to both parties. Based on the court order from the judge, his responsibilities are laid out in great detail. It states that he will review all of the documents that were seized by the FBI at Mar-a-Lago August 8th. He will make a priority these items that are marked classified, and then he will work to determine issues of privilege. So attorney-client privilege, those are protected communications. Executive privilege, those are also protected communications. And then also to what extent there are personal records or presidential records. And this judge is on a very tight timeline. They're asked to complete this work with sort of interim reports along the way by November 30th.
I'm sort of curious about some of the Justice Department's requests. Oh, okay. I think she's having a little bit of a hard time hearing me, so then I will keep to the question. So the Justice Department's criminal investigation, where does that stand now? Is that going to be able to proceed?
It's a great question, Anne-Marie. So what the judge in this case has done is she has bifurcated the investigation, in essence, split it into two pots of evidence. What she said in the order to the Justice Department and FBI is that you are free to continue your criminal investigation based on the evidence you had pre-Mar-a-Lago. You can talk to more witnesses. You can even bring charges if you think that's appropriate. But this information from Mar-a-Lago is essentially walled off and subject to this special master review. The judge was also explicit in saying that the Justice Department could now begin briefings on Capitol Hill, and she did not buy their argument that its work was so intertwined with the intelligence community that neither this risk assessment could proceed, but the judge said, in fact, it can proceed and encouraged the parties to do so.
So will the Justice Department appeal, Catherine?
You know, it's so hard to know, Vlad, what they're going to do. What this order has done is that it set a very short timeline for this to take place. I mean, November 30th. If the Justice Department does decide to appeal, which seems to be the way that they are leaning, they could be looking at months of litigation going through the appellate court, and some legal experts we've spoken to here at CBS News think it can even get to the Supreme Court in this case, and that means that many issues would be essentially paused or stalled out until that's complete.
All right, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Catherine will be speaking with Republican Representative and Ranking Member of the House Intelligence Committee, Mike Turner, about this appointment and more tonight. You can stream that conversation in our 7 o'clock hour.